so glad you found my channel, Sweet Uniqueities, where everything I do here is always sweet and custom for an event, making it a true uniquity. And today we are going to be making a beautiful, kind of elegant cherry blossom. Now, I think cherry blossoms are one of the most beautiful flowers that you can do in fondant. And the really awesome thing about it, and shh, it's a secret, is that it's actually so simple. I promise you, you can do this. And I'm here to help you. I have a great video that I did some springtime cherry blossoms a while back, and I will definitely link that down below. Please check it out because the colors are so different and beautiful. But this is actually even, well, it's just as beautiful, or maybe even more. I'm doing a play on the fall, kind of bringing in the warmth and the elegance of kind of creamy white and gold. So today's video, we're going to be making beautiful cherry blossoms that aren't so springy, but definitely elegant, definitely simple, and I know you're going to love it. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you back here. And if you have a flower that you love, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you love. I will try to recreate it in fondant. I'm limited a tad bit in some of my skills, but my goal is to make everything easy for you, because I'm lazy. So if it's easy, it's good by me, because I'm a lazy girl. So anyway, let's jump into today's video. I'm really glad you're here, and I think you're really gonna think these are pretty. I think these are gorgeous. So let's jump into today's project. Using some CMC powder or Tylose powder, mix that into some white fondant really well, and then you can roll it out on a corn-floured surface. And you'll see me using my hand here to kind of rub over it and feel it, and that's just to make sure that it all feels level. And I'm using a basic 5 petal flower, and I'll link these down below. And I have a little embosser, a little impression mat type of mold, and this is what gives the flower petals that little extra with the veining. They just look a little more real with a little bit of texture. So that's all this is doing. If you don't have one, it's okay. They still look great flat. And here I am just indenting the center just a tad, because that way when I add a little edible pearl at the end, it will actually stay in and it won't roll around. Just pushing that center in makes your job a lot easier later after it hardens. For this project, I'm using 3 different sizes of cherry blossom flower petals, and this is the medium, and it actually works really well in the embosser as well. So feel free to use that embosser for smaller flowers, but for the tiny one, it doesn't really work well. So for this smallest little cherry blossom, I don't give it any veining at all with this set, and it still looks great. These are plunger cutters, and they're nice. There's lots of different styles of cutters. It's just what you can find and what you like to work with. I don't mind any of them. I think they're all great, so I just kind of have a hodgepodge. But here it shows you all the 3 different sizes. Now you're going to want to dry them, and I like to dry them in a round container. These work fantastic. You can pick these up at the Dollar Tree. You get 6 of them, I think, for $1, 3 or 6, so you get a bunch of them. Once your flowers are hardened, and I usually let them harden overnight, it's time to gild those little guys on the edges. And this is some edible gold paint that I have, and I keep it in this container, and I add whenever I'm ready to paint with gold. I just add some vodka, and then I paint the edges. That reconstitutes it back into some a paintable form. And then when I'm finished, I just put it in a baggie, and the vodka evaporates, and it's ready for the next time I'm ready to paint. The gold adds so much to these little guys. I just think they're so beautiful. Not all gold and not all paints are edible. Some of them are just accents, so make sure you check the label to make sure they're FDA approved for human consumption. And here are some little dragées, and I use some edible adhesive, and I just add those little dragées in the middle of each of my flowers with the edible adhesive. To make the stems, you're going to use melted wafers, and I just take a round cookie cutter that's the size of the top of my cupcake, and I make some circles and I put some wax paper or parchment over it, and then just using the melted wafers, I just make a stick with, but that way I have the template. I know how long to make it. So just, make a little stick, add some little branches, and that is what your little flowers will sit on. So here you can see what they look like. To get the flowers to adhere, I just put a little bit more of the melted chocolate on the back of each flower, and then I just situate it on each little branch. And you just, depending on the size of your branch, will determine which size of the flowers you can put on there. But just play with it, and it all looks so beautiful. Let me know in the comments what you think of this color combination, and would you like to see other combinations of flower colors for cherry blossoms? But here is the final cupcake. I think they are so gorgeous. They are elegant and elevated, and they are totally leveled up. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a like. I would love it if you come back and see me, and the best way to do that is to subscribe. I hope you have a sweet and unique day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.